The White House just struck a deal to take a 10% stake in Intel, something America has never seen before. Is this a bold investment in our future or a step toward government control of private industry? Welcome to GeorgeWashingtonNews.com. Friends, today we must consider a matter of great consequence. President Donald Trump has announced that the United States government now owns 10% of Intel Corporation, one of our nation's great technology firms. This stake, valued at roughly $11 billion, was gained not by new spending, but through the conversion of subsidies and Defense Department funds. President Trump calls it a victory for the people. But the question before us is this: is it the rightful duty of a president to hold ownership in a private business, or does such action cross into unconstitutional ground? President Trump celebrated, saying, "I paid zero for Intel. It is worth approximately $11 billion. All goes to the USA. I will make deals like that for our country all day long." Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said this would help stabilize the company for chip production here in the U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick claimed it ensures the benefit of the bargain for Americans. Now, fellow citizens, let us examine the setting. Semiconductors are the foundation of modern life, powering automobiles, smartphones, medical devices, and weapon systems. Yet most advanced chips come from Taiwan, a vulnerable link given its proximity to China. That dependency has been called a single point of failure by President Trump himself. Intel, once a leader, has struggled. Under new chief executive Lip-Bu Tan, the company has cut thousands of jobs and lost billions in revenue, falling behind rivals such as Nvidia and TSMC. This deal gives Intel breathing room and new investors, but it also ties the government's own fortunes to the success of a single company. Here lies the true danger. When a president holds a direct stake in a company, how can the people be certain that future policy decisions will be made impartially? Will the government favor Intel at the expense of its competitors? Will future companies feel compelled to surrender equity simply to avoid disfavor? And more troubling still, what prevents the same logic from being applied elsewhere? Today it is semiconductors. Tomorrow it may be farms, energy producers, or even small businesses. If the precedent is accepted that the government may demand ownership in exchange for favor, then we inch closer to a government that no longer represents the people, but one that controls the very means of production. Permit me to put it plainly. The Constitution was not written to license such powers, but to limit them. A president is charged with defending the nation, not directing its industries like personal holdings. When the government ceases to be a neutral protector of liberty and becomes instead a business partner or even a collector of tribute, the foundation of free enterprise itself is shaken. Citizens, it is not enough to trust that those in office will restrain themselves. The responsibility rests with us to make plain that threatening businesses, demanding equity, and choosing winners and losers is unacceptable and unconstitutional. True prosperity and liberty do not arise from secret bargains between rulers and companies, but from the open contest of free enterprise, from personal industry, and from a government restrained within its proper limits. The future of freedom in this land does not rest solely in Washington, nor in boardrooms, but in the habits and character of the people. If we act with diligence, integrity, and responsibility, then we will remain worthy of a government that serves us rather than rules us. I am George Washington, with GeorgeWashingtonNews.com, reminding all that the root of freedom lies in individual responsibility. However much you care about your freedom, you should exert that much effort to support this channel so we can continue to spread the light of liberty throughout the world. Like the video, comment with your feedback, and share it with family and friends. Farewell.